We've covered a lot of information today, so I appreciate you bearing with me while we come through the corporate governance concepts. I hope you found it quite interesting. I hope you found it relevant for you in your role at Purple Bicycle, and I hope that this will encourage you to go back and look at some of the artefacts we've referred to today and understand what's in them and how you can apply them in your role and back down to your teams as well, because that's a really important part of the communication cycle. The last slide I want to present to you today, I guess, is really how I summarise what I keep referring to as the what and the how. So you've got the board here, and the what they work on is the strategy and goals. So they've got a balance, as we said before, that performance with conformance. So the performance is around the strategy, the goals, where they want to take the organisation. And that conformance, if you like, is around that performance and compliance. So I'll be meeting all of our obligations, legal and otherwise, and have we got all the control systems and things in place to effectively give them that view. As the leadership team, you take that information, you take it down to the next level. So you're taking that strategy and goals, you're turning it into business plans, KPIs, targets. That compliance and monitoring role of the board, you're developing those KPIs and things to feed up to them, so they have that visibility and they can be diligent in their duties about ensuring that they are monitoring the performance of the organisation. That's the what. That's the what we do day to day. The how, just as big a part. This is how we actually do this work, how we deliver our services, how we run ourselves as an organisation, our values and ethics. So the board's role, set the tone from the top, establish a risk appetite about where we're prepared to play and where we're just not prepared to play. What are our values? How do we deal with we have a lot of international relationships and strategic partners offshore. So how do we deal with bribes? How do we deal with offshore arrangements? How do we deal with those cross-cultural influences? We cover a lot of that as well in our values. How does an organisation, what do we tolerate? What don't we tolerate in our sales process? That kind of thing. That's set at the board. That level of value and ethics decision making set at the board. That becomes the code of conduct, which then as the leadership team you take, live and breathe and take down to all the teams and staff operating within MPB. So we've translated that into, I guess, a bit of a marketing kind of one pager with the MPP values. So it's something that people can really easily see in hallways and identify with. Summarised, a summary version, if you will, of the code of conduct. So the thing I'm trying to put out here is we get the what with the board and the leadership teams having an accountability, and we get the how, again, with the board and the leadership teams having an accountability. Then it all goes down to the teams and we all walk the talk. We create an ecosystem by all living and breathing the way we work here at Purple Bicycle, and it is one that is centred on corporate governance. So corporate governance, it's around ensuring that we can achieve the performance goals we set out to achieve, but we do it in a balanced way to ensure that long-term sustainability of the organisation. We balance that what with the how to ensure a really successful company outcome. Thank you again for your time. I hope you have enjoyed this introductory session to corporate governance. As I said, there's a bunch of frameworks and documents and policies that relate specifically to these aspects that are so important to us. I suggest you go to the Purple Bicycle intranet page and have a look at the corporate governance section. That will take you on the next step. Thanks again.